Welcome to Madridistas. How's everyone? This isn't why Germany lost, although it certainly had a big influence. For me, it's a shame because the still image, well, it shows a block there, right? From the German forward, but then when you see the image in motion, it's not so much. Germany loses and leaves another World Cup making a fool of themselves because, well, this team has a structural problem, and it's no coincidence that they've embarrassed themselves in 3 World Cups since they won in 2014, right? If they hadn't gone out now, they would have gone out later. The next was France. If Sweden wins today, although I don't know what to think anymore with all the surprises in this World Cup. But anyway, Germany just isn't good enough. Their own players say so themselves. It's great for Madrid that Rudiger gets more rest, of course. But look, I heard Rudiger's statement saying that they lacked cunning. Kimmich's statements saying that no, you can't advance in a World Cup if you're facing teams that don't. In theory, they're not better than you. They're not of a great level, and they beat you well. It's just not right. He doesn't say it literally, does he? You can tell from his words it's better to leave early. I think Nagelsmann has also leaned that way. But anyway, I wanted to pause for a moment on this play. Now, we'll also talk about the situation with the Netherlands, and finally, we'll get to the basketball coach, which is causing a lot of controversy. We mentioned it in the previous video because there's a huge archive there, a really huge one. There have been many strange moves in the basketball section lately. I won't get into that too much. Look, who knows? You can follow him. I know some of you already do because until recently we were collaborating, and we'll do it again after the World Cup, okay? But now with so much going on, we haven't made videos together for a while. Quique Recio from Madridismo. With a lot of polarization in that sense. I think I lost the video for a moment. I hope it's okay. There's a lot. Opinions are very polarized. Some people think it's the best signing we could make, and others say, why are we signing this guy? But anyway, we'll talk about that now. About this image, as I said, one thing is the still photo, and another thing is I have to be careful. Even if it's a GIF, I have to be careful. But you see if there's some contact there. But for me, it's the goalkeeper who basically, for me, lets himself fall, man. He doesn't do anything to him. He doesn't do anything to him in Jonathan Tah's goal, which for me would have meant a German victory. You never know. Maybe Paraguay could have tied. Paraguay, by the way, it's incredible. But they started this World Cup losing 4-1 against the United States. They beat Turkey without deserving it, in my opinion, defending very well, but without deserving it for me, with a goal in the first few minutes, and that's it. And man, that's why I said it's impossible. Germany will fall to France. I mean, with Paraguay, it's impossible. So, well, that's it. When you see teams like this compared to Spain, you get two kinds of feelings, right? One is, well, maybe we're not that bad, but the other is like, oh my God, because you see yourself reflected, right? The same could happen to you. They could force a penalty shootout and send you home. Speaking of penalties, let's discuss the Netherlands and Morocco. But in penalty shootouts, Germany, in their entire World Cup history, had only lost one penalty shootout. And then Ibai loses yesterday. Amazing. But anyway, I insist. Look, in fact, they commit a penalty on Goretzka here. Goretzka was about to finish when the Paraguayan tackled him. Look, with this, I'm not saying that Germany should have won or anything like that. I didn't have any preference between Germany and Paraguay. I would have liked, though, to see a France versus Germany match. I would have liked that. I mean, as a football fan and all. But hey, if the Paraguayans win, well, fantastic. We speak the same language. That's great and all. And besides, I have good memories of Paraguay because they were the ones we beat in the quarterfinals of the World Cup that Spain won in 2010, right? That team was better than this one and much harder to play against. And let's not even talk about the team with Gamara, Chilevert, and company in 98 who didn't let us win that match. They had a fantastic defense and we couldn't get past the group stage. Then in 2002, we beat them, right? But anyway, Paraguay hasn't been back to a World Cup since 2010, by the way. And look, eliminating Germany, no less. But come on, the referee could have called this penalty. He was right there in front and didn't call anything. So you say, hey, this isn't a penalty and the other one is a foul. Are we crazy or what? I mean, what have we turned football into? I think we've lost our minds a little bit. The idea that you can't touch the goalkeeper in the 6-yard box is just a cliche. Show me where that's actually in the football rules. No, you can't touch him. Show me the rule that says that. Where is it written? You always have to be a little more careful with the goalkeeper. But man, it's not written in any rule. And for me, there's no push from the German there. I can't show the play in motion, but look closely at that side shot. How, for me, Orlando Gill, who by the way was fantastic both in the shootout and in the match, that guy's a great goalkeeper. Well, he just goes down on his own. For me, I'm not sure. Write anything you want in the comments. Exactly, from the German national team, spectacular. The situation right now is as follows. They advance. Paraguay against the winner of today's match between France and Sweden. Oh my God, how could Sweden even think of winning? Man, the path on Spain's side, I mean, of course, the path on Spain's side, we could have watched out some semifinals. Imagine if Sweden wins. A semifinalist will be either Paraguay, Sweden, Canada, or Morocco. For me, it's all laid out for Morocco, which is a hell of a team. Seriously. To beat them, you have to kill them. I mean, it's just something else. So much so that Holland, which for me, let's call them Holland, even though it's the Netherlands, for me, they were the team that played the best soccer in the group stage along with Colombia. I mean, I loved Holland's matches. The thrashings against Sweden and Tunisia was the other one in the group, right? And the match against Japan, a 2-2 draw, was really entertaining and really beautiful. I thought these guys are going to go really far this year, right? And look, also the drama of Holland, that they've had 3 World Cups in a row. In 2018, they didn't go to Russia, but in 2014, 2022, and now 2026, they've been knocked out in the penalty shootout. For me, the national team with the worst luck in World Cup history, 3 lost finals also because they brought it upon themselves. The Spanish team spent the game fouling people and in some other matches as well. And now all 3 are eliminated in 3 consecutive penalty shootouts. I mean, there was this Berthold guy. He was crying like a heartbroken child and saying, hey, 4 years ago, the same thing happened to us with Argentina. And in 2014, the same thing happened to them with Argentina. By the way, I want to talk about goalkeepers, which I didn't mention when talking about Germany. Neuer, the best match Neuer has played this season and in previous ones was against Madrid. It's incredible. His performance against Madrid in the Champions League knockout tie was incredible, but you also notice his mistakes. But then in the penalty shootout, it turns out that Neuer makes an amazing save and gives Germany hope, and Jonathan sends it over the bar. Well, if you like the World Cup, if you're really into it, the thing is, if you're in Spain, of course, it was already early morning. Well, the Germany one, not so much, but especially the one between Holland and Morocco. Here in the United States, of course, and especially here in Dallas. In fact, tomorrow here in Dallas, that Ivory Coast versus Norway match will be played. I have some friends who are going to be there at the stadium. And I repeat, if Spain wins, for God's sake, against Austria in Los Angeles, Spain will come to Dallas. They will come to Dallas against, either Portugal or Croatia. So let's see if, I don't know why I got confused. I'll try to get tickets for the match, but it's tough. We'll be here anyway. We'll be here. And another thing about goalkeepers, what Bono, the goalkeeper from Morocco, is doing is amazing. He saved a penalty. Who was this against? No, because the son of Kluber, Justin Kluber, shoots it to the right. I can't recall who he saved the penalty from right now. High and to one side without diving. He just moves. He moves along the line vertically and does this. I mean, it's a really strange penalty. It wasn't all that badly taken, I don't think. I mean, it wasn't well taken, right? But it's a really strange penalty. It's one of the strangest penalty saves I've ever seen in my life. And then, well, Morocco, I mean, are you happy for Brahim or what? I mean, what do you think? What did you want? Did you want Holland to go through or Morocco? Honestly, I think, and look, the Dutch are a tough team to beat and all that. But for me, especially because they're on Spain's side, I wanted Holland to go through, but not for any particular reason. Yes. Holland is easier to beat than Morocco because Moroccan football has experienced a spectacular rise in recent years. And these guys, as I like to say, are men on a mission. Watch out. Let's see who can stop them. Well, I guess they'll go all out against France. I guess, right? After France, if they get past Sweden, they have to beat Paraguay, which is what they should do in theory. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Morocco will crush Canada, I think. Anyway, this is a strange World Cup. That's it for now. 2 favorites are out, making the path clearer. All the best. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you enjoyed this video. Hype up the video. It really helps. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.